Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We've been around for about 3 years, so we're an emerging nation. We've been putting in solid foundations and we're now building our economy, increasing our revenue for the benefit of all our citizens. And anybody can become a citizen. There's no cost to join, and we welcome people from every country, class, creed, gender, colour, educational level, financial status, none of it matters. We're a non-separatist organisation. So we don't pigeonhole people because they're old, young, fat, thin, speak German or French or whatever else. Everybody is just treated and recognised as a human being. We recognise that all human beings are unique, and so every human being within our community has something unique to offer our community, and so is of equal value to every other member of our community. We should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We Share Abundance publicly, and I'll be heading over there in a moment. But I see we've got Lewis in on YouTube from Portugal. Most of the people that get on the live are in Facebook, and that's one of the reasons why I'll be heading over there. The other reason is if things go wrong, it's usually in the link between the app here and Facebook. And so I like to keep a track on what's going on in Facebook. Right, so with that said, let's head over to Facebook and see if we can get things sorted out there. Let me turn off my speakers so we don't get any feedback. And then I'll be looking for the We Share Abundance publicly group. And then I'll be looking for the 11th of September. So far, so good. And if I click to expand, get the comments panel up, and we do. And we've got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA, in Facebook. On a Monday. It is Monday, isn't it? Yeah. On a Monday, one of our third-party plans that we have in our downline builder, Avazu, always has a meeting, a webinar, or live stream, or whatever we call these things, at the same time as ours at 7 o'clock. So we tend to get quite a few people that are watching that because a lot of our members are in Avazu as well as here. And some people, timing's just not convenient and watch the replays. And that's why we have the replays all available, both in our Facebook group and on YouTube, going back for 3 years plus since we first started. We got Richard in as well from Devon in the UK. And wow, a blast from the past. We've got Joel in from Portugal. Not seen him for a long time, but he's one of our long-standing members, and it's good to see him here. So wonderful to have you in, Joel. Where are we? Right. Got taken aback a bit by seeing Joel there. Not seen him for a while. Good to see. Okay. We'll be getting started in a moment with a short prayer, and we'll be following that with a little affirmation. The prayer is there to help us find true happiness in life, not temporary pleasure, but everlasting joy, happiness that cannot be destroyed, regardless of circumstances. And the affirmation that we have is there to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology that we have. So we will get started right now, I think, with the little prayer. Follow that with the affirmation, and then I'll bring you up to date with what's going on. But I see we've got Rosina in from Edinburgh, Scotland, as well. Joe says, good to be here. Good to have you here, Joe. Lovely to see you. Okay, lovely to see everybody, wherever you are, whatever country you're in. Joel is from Portugal. Um, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replays, it's lovely to have you here and communicate with you. So let's get started now with that little short prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love. Through that love, bless each member that they find the joy of service, and through service, that they may attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And the affirmation we have that helps us shed any prejudices we may have picked up along the way goes like this: we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens, body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, and we got Norman in as well from Doncaster, UK. Right, I had a meeting today with the ROI Tips team. They are handling our Facebook campaign for the Turnkey Cash Cow program, and it started on the 7th of this month, finally. Okay. And when I say started, it didn't start where I thought. Um, the campaign at the moment, they are testing lots of different campaigns and strategies. And they started in earnest on that on the 7th. And we've been through the analytics with them today and everything. And we've had some good campaigns where we've been getting leads at, what was it, I think about $2.70. But we've had some that are really bad, where we've been getting them at approaching $20. So it is a fact finding and a setup situation that we're in at the moment, and will be, well, they reckon another 3 days before they have had chance to take out the campaigns that don't do well, um, introduce new campaigns, make sure that everything's going, and actually find out a real um, cost per acquisition for the campaign, and then we can blow the campaign up if once we get to a decent level. Um, I'm looking for them to get $5 or less per lead. Then we can hit heavier. At the moment, we're only putting $50 a day into this initial setup, so it's relatively slow and costly. On average, we are approaching, well, it's over $15 per lead. Um, but I spoke with them and I said, how does this campaign compare with other campaigns that you've run? Is it worse, better, average? What? And they seem to be of the opinion that it's going better than normal. Um, so I hate to think what some of the bad campaigns are doing. But anyway, we're in their hands, and they've said, stick with us for about another 3-4 days while we get um, the acquisition cost at a reasonable level, and they're going to be in touch with me on a daily basis, keeping me up to date with what's going on. So that's where we are with that. The campaign has started, but it's still in the test stages, and until we get that acquisition cost down to a viable level, we can't put the money in to get the number of people we need to get the conversions that we need to make the sales that we need to pay the commissions to our cash cow members and put the money in our treasury. So although it has started, it's not really started, if you can understand where I'm coming from. Um, and I didn't understand that. And so I've no reason to suspect that you did either, because all you knew was what was communicated from me. So that's where we are. It's going to be another 3, 4 days, which is going to take us to next weekend, and hopefully we'll have the acquisition cost down to a viable level, um, and be able to boost our daily spend on the advertising, get plenty of leads in, and start moving things along. Slow, tedious, painful, yeah, it's all those things, but hopefully it will be successful. Okay, so keep the campaign in your prayers, and we're committed to being with them anyway. We paid them up in advance, and we've got the funds available that they said we'd need to generate the sales that I said that I wanted. So that's it. Okay. We've got Kingsley in as well from Manchester, and we've got Reynold in from Trinidad and Tobago, more exactly Tobago, I believe. Okay. So that is the updates on the cash cow campaign. One of the things we will be doing is changing the date of your campaigns, everybody that's in the cash cow, um, to correspond with our launch of the campaign. And I was going to do it from the 7th when we started, but I think that would be unfair because we're still not really running the campaign. We're just um, doing tests and marketing and seeing what's working and getting the acquisition cost in the right place. So we will be moving that, and it'll probably be from the 14th rather than the 7th. So that's when your 12 months guarantee will start. Okay. The other thing that we've been doing is getting the move to the finance smart chain completed. We've got the smart chain end complete, and we've got our internal end complete, but we've not plugged the two together. And what we want to do is something that isn't normally done, and that is putting our own exchange in there as the connection. We could have gone directly and connected directly from the wallet, but I didn't want that because it gives us more control if we go through our own internal exchange. It's better for um, all our citizens because they'll get a guaranteed rate at uh, a rate they'll know. It's on the dashboard and without any fees. It will also give us the opportunity to sell directly to people that are coming in. We'll be able to say, look, this is your best path, is to come in and buy our tokens because you get a 20% discount on your purchases within our system. And that can only benefit the token liquidity and the value. and there will be a small margin on that. It's about 1.05% um, difference between the selling price and the buying price. So your selling price, you will get if the tokens are $300. I think they're a bit more. I think they're about 318 at the moment. But if they were $300, you would get $300. But anybody coming and buying them is going to have to pay what 303 and a bit dollars because of that 1.05% margin, which gives us a tiny little bit of profit, and that profit goes into uh, our charity fund. It will be automatically go into there, and that will be building the fund. And when we've got sufficient, we'll be able to use the liquidity that we have in there from that small percentage to sell some of our tokens and in the charity fund and start doing some charitable work, which has always been one of our objectives. The members themselves will be looked after through everything else that's going on, but that tiny percentage margin in between the selling and the buying price will help us to help in many different ways. Particularly, one of the first things I want to do is to help orphans. Give them days out in theme parks and things like that. Okay, so that's where we are with that. Now, that interface is not yet completed. And I can tell you what Devyani said, just let me hear. And I didn't have time to talk to her because I was on that call with ROI tips. I've been in that meeting trying to get everything sorted out and everything defined. But here is what she said. She says, today's status, I completed reviewing the required documentation for the Share Hope Exchange and did a high-level design of how the functionality should be. We'll start implementation tomorrow. May need to seek Max's help. Max is the crypto expert we brought in to connect your wallet, do the wallet connection for your account with us. May need to seek Max's help for some of the tasks when communicating with the blockchain. And so that is where we are. I'm not quite sure what implementation means. As I say, I was tied up in that meeting when normally I would be speaking with Devyani and getting the updates and going through things, but that's where we are. And I'll be able to give you perhaps a bit better explanation of that sometime tomorrow, or at this time tomorrow, when Devian has been getting into that implementation. So that is that is where we are on that. Just for people that want to know and don't keep updated on a daily basis, those two things are taking priority over everything else. The next priority will be the Fund Miracles website, and following that, and at the same time, we'll be running it concurrently, but the Fund Miracles will have priority, and that will be the Visa token, getting that onto the smart chain. That will, of course, boost our involvement in the Multiply Visa and give you another income opportunity there. It was working really well until we released, my fault, we released too many, we allowed members to have too many tokens on the blockchain, and they they've got them all up there for sale at crazy prices, and we need to put that right. Um, and then that will re-establish Multiply Visa as a strong income opportunity as well. That's what it is already, and now an excellent way to advertise um, opportunities and anything else that you're interested in on the internet. But it's a very good source of ads. So those are the two projects. Some of the things that we're behind on because of the involvement in the move to the blockchain is the payment of staking, and that was also delayed because we had people that wanted to cash in their available cash wallets. And we had to find a workaround for that until we got that exchange in place, which plugs the internet into our system, if you like. And so we got all of those people paid off finally today, um, unless any more forms come in the next day or two. But most of the people that want paying, I think, have now probably put the forms in and being paid. So that's out of the way, and I will, as soon as I am able to make some time, and I always have time every day, but it depends on how much time. But I will start on the payment of the staking programs tomorrow, having got the uh, withdrawals paid. Um, Anything else? Anything else? Oh, just checking to see if anybody else had any question. I can't see any questions there. Um, we do have some numbers. We are the 11th of September, approaching halfway through the month. A bit off halfway, but in the last 24 hours, we had a net increase of 20 in our registered members to 40,506. I don't know what the highest is we've been. I'm just looking back to the numbers here. I think what was it? What were we at the end of the month? I think that's probably as high as we've been for a long, long time. We did get to 40,504 on the 24th of August. It came down. It's been coming down a little bit from there, up and down, but generally down. But now 40,506 is the highest we've been for a while, and that's a net increase of 20. Talk about a net increase in this instance because new registrations come in, but we remove people that haven't logged in for 2 months. So it's the difference between the two. We also had an increase of 32 in our active members to 4,274. That isn't uh, yet as high as we were last month because we always get at the end of the month quite a lot of people that are not active because they've not kept up their logging in. And then they try and get active again, and it takes them through the month to get back to activity. But if we compare that with the same date, the 11th of August, 42, it's about 40 up on the 11th of August. So it is still going in the right direction. We are climbing, we're getting more people in, more people active, and the ratio of members between the total registered members and the active members is also improving. So as I say, in the last 24 hours, that went up by 32 to 4,274. Multiply Visa, still nothing much happening there. We did have one new email verified number, but nothing else has changed there. We did get a few cents for logging in from the revenue share. Not enough to push us up another dollar, but that will probably happen tomorrow. I'm going to check now in the app and see if we've got any more people in on YouTube or Twitch and any questions in there from those people. And the answer to that is no. Okay, so that pretty much covers what I've got for you, except for the fact that yesterday I mentioned that there was this program, the real estate program, where the people that have been talking to me about it have said they're going to start these loans where they'll pay for people to get involved. You'll get a loan automatically as long as you qualify, and to qualify, you've got to refer to people who can also qualify for the loan. And that will pay you into, I can't remember whether it's about 250, 350, or whether it's 2,000. I didn't check up on it because I did register with the organization Ready because I was going to start taking uh, people so that we could build this for everybody. But I can't find anything from the official site about the loans. And so, as far as I'm concerned, at the moment, it's hearsay. And I'm not going to be promoting it to everybody and putting in the work that's involved in trying to help people build their downlines based on hearsay. I want some concrete evidence that this is going to happen, um, and exactly how, and I want all the I's dotted and the T's crossed, because there is a lot of work involved if we start trying to build downline for people. And I got a lot on my plate anyway. But if this is real, then it's too good an opportunity to miss out on. The loans are supposed to start tomorrow. So if there's nothing appears tomorrow, I'm not sure what we can do about it. Whether we just say, okay, let's ignore it. Um, I don't see any problem in waiting. I never have. People always want you to get in at the beginning because and there is a little bit of truth in that. But if it's a good opportunity, it's going to be around anyway for a long time. So you don't have to jump in. You can sit back and you can watch and say, is it really going to go, or is it just going to go zoom zoom? Which most of them do. They all go zoom up, and then they crash, boom, and then you never hear from them again. Um, they may still have websites, but eventually the websites also disappear. Um, so we need to check that this is real, that the website's real, and they've been around for a while, dealing in real estate. But they're going to go on to virtual real estate with this plan where they're going to um, finance people if it's not just hearsay. Okay, I see we've got Andrew in from New Zealand as well. Um, and nobody else in and still no questions. So that's it. When I when and if I learn that this loan program is real, um, I will first of all open it up to the members. It will be in your inbox before I put it out to my lists in general. So we'll get the members in position, and then and we'll see what the lists can do to help the members. If it works, great. If it doesn't, we can't do anything about that. Okay. So if you were expecting to hear from me on that, that's why I haven't. And I did hold off as long as I could with my emailing and stuff today to um, to see if I could get something out on it, but I couldn't. So we'll wait and see tomorrow. As I say, the loans are supposed to start being allocated on the 12th. So if it's real, we should see some evidence of that tomorrow somehow. I did contact their support from the site. I've not had a reply from that. But that doesn't mean that I won't get a reply. It just means that I've not had a reply yet. And then there's time difference to take in because they are based in the United States. Okay, with that said, um, I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow with whatever else has happened and the updates and where we are with everything. Same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. Until then, get out there, be Weezer Warriors, share some love, help a few people out, be of service wherever you can. It'll change your life for the better. Don't worry about what you're going to make or don't worry about those things. Um, get out there, help people to get involved in the right way and explain to them how they can benefit from what you're doing for them. And if they respond, fine. And if they don't, you've got to move on. The people work with the workers is the maxim there. You know the mantra, if you like. And the people that don't want to work, okay, fine. You know, if they're in it just for the passive side, fine. They they, they can't lose. They will still win. But you want to spend your time with the people that are uh, more motivated self-starters. With that said, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy tomorrow until we meet again. We'll meet again. No, nowhere. Yes, we do know where. We're going to meet again here, same time, same place, as I said. Until then, I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator.